ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नम ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम्। Okay, so before we start, this is just a icebreaker question. If anyone wants to share about Janmashtami that you have attended before anywhere, probably you had visited some temple when you were young and you still remember that, or some recent experiences. If anyone would like to share something about the festival of Janmashtami. Yes, Mataji. Shilpa Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, I remember Mataji. I was very young and in India, in Delhi. So my father used to, he's no more now. He used to fast on Janmashtami and my elder sister used to fast too. And so as a child, there used to be lots of celebrations in our house, and we used to visit temple in the morning and in the night, because my dad used to fast till night, 12. So I was very little, right? So I used to not fast, but I used to go and see those jhanki, So there used to be jhanki formation in that temple in Delhi, and we used to go there. It's beautiful, So it's to see Yashoda, somebody's become Yashoda, somebody's become baby Krishna, all those things. So beautiful it was. So yeah, that's it. And then in the night, they used to go to temple and they used to break their fast. That's what I remember. And my mom used to make that, sabudane ka prasad sham ko. Yeah.
Right.
Very beautiful memories, yeah.
Beautiful, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Anybody else? Yes, Deepak Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I attended this Janmashtami last year in Toronto, and we were thinking that we would not get the chance to uh, have the darshan of the deity, but finally we were lucky to get inside. It was a very big line.
Yeah.
And this time I have enrolled for some volunteering for crowd handling. So I want to experience that also.
That's nice. So definitely your darshan you would have darshan hope by doing seva. Yeah.
Definitely.
The line used to go to 2-3 streets, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm. Wow.
Like in kilometers from both the side of the temple, it was
Yeah.
very crowded.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Ashutosh Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
How
Yes,
are
Mataji, I think I will add on the similar note what Mataji added. So, my parents still fast for Janmashtami, and I have a very good experience in India. So, they used to observe fast entire day, and then they used to go to temple in the evening, and then I think by midnight, when the birth of the Lord take place, then they used to break their fast.
Mm.
And all those prasadam and all those memories like that. We
Mm.
used to get that the corianders and sugar mixed prasadam. So that is really in my mind. The powder of coriander, I will say the coriander fruit,
Uh-huh.
which we call dhania normally.
Ah,
So that we used to get, and that's the unique prasad which we normally used to get during Janmashtami, not during our regular visit to temple. So that is something in my mind, Mataji. Yeah.
very nice. Thank you for sharing, Prabhu.
Yes, thank you, Mataji.
Yes. Srivatsa Prabhu, would you like to share?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Nice rendition by Ashutosh Prabhu as well. Actually, I was born close to it. There is actually a story. So I just came in a little bit late, and this was the question that was posed. So it's perfect for me. So my name Srivatsa. Actually, I was born on that date. And my grandparents on my mother's side were singing the Vishnu Sahasranam. So
Yeah.
when they heard the news, they had stopped at Srivatsa. So
Oh,
they said, name the child Srivatsa. And also, I was not allowed to see my mama for, I think, 6 months or something like that.
oh.
Uh, yeah. But what's funny is his name is Gopalakrishna.
Ah.
So it's like there is some, some weird paradox there, but I guess that's for me to figure out. So yeah, that's the little story.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Abba Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, I also want to share when I was too small, not too small, I mean, just when I was young, we used to decorate our house with many of the Krishna Leelas. So we used to put like a jail, we used to make them from the cardboard box and all that, that Krishna ji will be born in night. And then we used to decorate all the house with small, small portions of different Leelas of Krishna ji. So sometimes I'm just somewhere he's uh, taking out butter from a pitcher, and somewhere he's with the as a cowherd somewhere. So we used to enjoy a lot. And Ashutosh Prabhuji said correctly, yes, ma'am. Even we uh, in our house also the coriander that was a very specific prasad, I should say, because we get it only once a year. So we enjoyed that too much.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Bona Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. No, just before I say now, Srivats Prabhu, right? But maybe born on Rogini Nakshatra Mataji. That's why they said they didn't see the uncle for some days, kind of thing, right?
Yes, Bhuvana Mataji, it's Krishna comes, right? Because
Yes,
Krishna
yeah.
kills comes. Yeah.
Okay, you born on Rogini Nakshatra, right? Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Oh, I thought when your name Srivatsa, it's a Gotram also in Srivatsa Gotram, and I am in Srivatsa Gotram. I thought
Oh,
you are Srivatsa Gotram too. Okay, now I know
okay.
you are. Okay.
If you're in Canada, we can become best friends.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Actually, my husband is born on the same, Goglashtami too. So
Oh,
yes, yeah.
what
But
is this?
he's born on Kritika Nakshatram, not in Rohini, but he born on Kritika Nakshatram, the
I'll
previous
get
one.
in
Yeah.
touch with you, Mataji.
Okay,
I'll
Hare
get in touch
Krishna.
with Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so come to this Gokulashtami Mataji. We are from south side, right? So we usually do
Oh,
this puja and everything evening time, and we usually put the
which state? Which
Krishna.
state?
Chennai,
Chennai. Okay, okay. Oh, I'm from
yeah,
Karnataka. So okay, I'll
Karnataka.
see you. I'll meet
Okay,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, sir. So we usually you to put the Krishna legs, small legs with the hand, right? We put it on the rice floor, make it a kind of paste, and we put our hand on the plate with the rice floor, and we put the legs, Krishna legs, all over from our main door to the prayer room, the puja room. We put all the legs and put lot fingers and everything. And if we have boys, small girls and boys, the kids, we usually dress up kind of thing, Krishna or Radha. We dress up and we take do all these things, and we make lots of sweet items and salty items and offer to God and everything. That's our Mataji. Recently come to Krishna consciousness, the fasting and everything come to know. And till noon we have to fast, and the prayer should be at the noon, midnight. Sorry, not noon, midnight. Yeah. So recently I come to Krishna conscious, so I following all those nowadays, Mataji. Yeah. Previous it's different. Now I'm doing all those in different way, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, I also remember that my mother and grandmother used to sit the whole day. They will bring there used to be a gas stove and cylinder, and that's usually on top of the counter, but they can't stand for a whole lot of time. So they will start making this all uh, delicacies, savories, tattai, murukku, and seedai, and all of them the whole day. Basically, it will go on maybe probably starting at 10 till 4 or 5. Then everything is offered to the Lord, and there is a puja that's done, and we'll be waiting. Oh, when will we get to eat? That's what I remember. So, yeah, we all are very fortunate that we have been born in a land where Janmashtami is celebrated for so many millions of years, and we've had the glimpse and the taste of it. So we're very thankful, and we also have the responsibility to give that to our children and the grandchildren, and like that it continues, right? So Utsava means what comes from the word Utsaha. Utsaha is enthusiasm. So it's a festival time, and there is so much enthusiasm, so much service. We can see, like in Rath Yatra time in ISKCON Toronto, same way, Janmashtami time, so many people, so much cooking, serving, prasadam, crowd control, kirtan, and like that. So it's so nice to be absorbed like that. And if if you're not living close by to the temple to go, then we should celebrate that nicely at our home, and dedicate that day to the worship of the Lord and glories of the Lord, so that we can, pass on the memories and the culture that we learned to the next generation. So today, we thought we will read from Srimad Bhagavatam, being Janmashtami, the eve of Janmashtami. So basically, the last chapter of Canto 9 is where the Lord is introduced, because he's explaining Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet. Nashtaprayeshva bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati ruttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtikim. So here in the chapter summary, we see that the dynasties, Yadu dynasty, Vrishni, and others are explained. Basically, 3/4 of the chapter is whose son is who, and then who gave birth to who, and like that. Complete dynasty details are given until the description of Vasudeva. and Vasudeva's son. So skipping a lot of details, we are going directly to Krishna. Okay. We'll read some Sanskrit verses and then some only translations. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, okay. We'll read. Can someone read from 53 to 58? Yes, Mataji. Shilpa Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, I'll read Mataji. Text 53 to 55. The 8 sons born of Sahadeva, such as Pravara and Shruta, were exact incarnations of the 8 Vasus in the heavenly planets. Vasudeva also begot 8 highly qualified sons through the womb of Devaki. These included Kirtiman, Sushena, Bhadrasena, Riju, Smardana, Bhadra, and Sankarshna, the controller and serpent incarnation. The 8th son was the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, Krishna. The highly fortunate Subhadra, the only daughter, was your grandmother. Text 56.
Sorry, continue.
Text 56. Whenever the principles of religion deteriorate and the principles of irreligion increase, the Supreme Controller, the personality of Godhead, Sri Hari, appears by his own will. Text 57. O King Maharaja Parikshit, but for the Lord's personal desire, there is no cause for his appearance, disappearance, or activities. As the Supersoul, he knows everything. Consequently, there is no cause that affects him, not even the results of fruitive activities. Text 58. The Supreme Personality of Godhead acts through his material energy in the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of his cosmic manifestation, just to deliver the living entity by his compassion and stop the living entity's birth, death, and duration of materialistic life. Thus, he enables the living being to return home back to Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. So, who's the grandson of Shubhadra? He's saying that the highly fortunate Shubhadra, the one daughter, was your grandmother. Who is telling this to who?
Parikshit, Shukadeva telling to Parikshit Maharaj.
Maharaj, yes. Parikshit Maharaj's mother is?
Uttara.
Right, Uttara. And Uttara's husband is Abhimanyu, and Abhimanyu's mother is?
Subhadra.
Shubhadra.
Oh,
Right, so that's why he's telling Shubhadra, the one daughter, was your grandmother. So this is whenever the principles of religion deteriorate and the principles of irreligion increase. What verse do we remember in Bhagavad Gita by reading this?
Yada yada
Yada hi
dharmasya.
dharmasya glanirбhavati bhavat.
Yeah, you see, exactly, almost, I mean, the same. Yada yada hi dharmasya shayo vriddhischa papmanaha tadatu bhagavanisha atmanam sujate harihi. Tadatmanam sujamyaham. So, that is the reason for his appearance. And yeah, in the present age, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna came 5,000 years ago, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came 500 years. Why? The present time in Kali Yuga, people are extremely sinful and bad. They have no idea of spiritual life and are misusing the benefits of the human form to live like cats and dogs. Under these circumstances, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has inaugurated the Hare Krishna movement, which is not different from Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If one associates with this movement, he directly associates with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. People should take advantage of the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra and thus gain relief from all the problems created in this age of Kali. So, this is like one protective coat, one shield, okay, one umbrella, whatever we can say, chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. So this will give us relief from all the problems. So what is the cause of Lord's appearance? Only because of his personal desire. There is no other cause. Nobody can make him come, make him be born. Okay, but we are made to be born. We cannot choose. Oh, I like this country, I like this house, I like, this parents, I like this language. No, there's no choice for us. Okay, we have to be born according, we are pushed to be born. But the Lord comes out of his own will. So, why he comes out of his own will? If you want to answer from this translation, what answer would that be?
To deliver the living entity
From what?
from the cycle of birth, death, and
Hmm,
to stop the duration of materialistic life.
right. From the cycle of birth and death. Okay, only he can do that. Recently, I met a Vedic scholar who's researching in many, as a devotee also. So he says, in just 14 years of our life, we make karma to take 5 births. Just 14 years, and that too not not a person who's acting sinfully. Just in 14 years, we make enough activities that we have to enjoy or suffer for 5 lifetimes. So then what's the hope? How can we stop the cycle of birth and death? So this is his desire. And stopping the birth and death of the living entity and enabling the living entity to return home back to Godhead. So Prabhupada starts with this. Materialistic men sometimes ask why God has created this material world for the suffering of the living entities. It's like we are in a dark room. Then we ask why it is dark. Because it itself is a dark room. How can there be light? We are looking for light in the dark room. But there is light outside the dark room. Okay, so but we don't know the way. In dark room, our eyes, there's no use of eyes also. We don't know where we are, what we are supposed to do. So that's how the birth in the material world, especially in Kali Yuga, is very dangerous. We are born and then we see wrong examples. We are led by wrong goals, and by the time we come to senses, if at all, and we start chanting Hare Krishna, by the time we've already accumulated a lot of sinful reactions to come. So the Lord is very merciful. Okay, why does he want us to return to him? As much as a father, as like a prodigal son, Jesus Christ gave this example. The love between the Lord and the Father. What did the Christ say? Is the very famous thing of prodigal son. The son would go away and never come back. But after a long, long time, the son comes also. The father is going to forget whatever the son has done so far. If the son is repentant and trying to seek forgiveness and come back, and that's what he wants, right? That's the heart of the father. So that's why Krishna is saying, Mamaiva Amsho Jiva Loke. The living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. So we are all his eternal amshas, fragmental parts. But what we are doing here, we are very busy thinking that we are enjoying, but basically we are struggling hard with the six senses, which include the mind. So Krishna wants us to come back to him, and that's why he's coming into this material world. Okay. Yeah, so let's read from 59 to yeah, 59 to 62. Can someone read? Yes, Prabhuji.
Text 59. Although the demons who take possession of the government are dressed like men of government, they do not know the duty of the government. Consequently, by the arrangement of God, such demons who possess great military strength fight with one another, and thus the great burden of demons on the surface of the earth is reduced. The demons increase their military power by the will of the Supreme, so that their numbers will be diminished and the devotees will have a chance to advance in Krishna consciousness. Text 60. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, with the cooperation of Sankarshana, Balarama, performed activities beyond the mental comprehension of even such personalities as Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. For instance, Krishna arranged the battle of Kurukshetra to kill many demons for the relief of the entire world. Text 61. To show causeless mercy to the devotees who would take birth in the future in this age of Kali, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, acted in such a way that simply by remembering him, one will be freed from all the lamentation and unhappiness of the material existence. In other words, he acted so that all future devotees, by accepting the instructions of Krishna consciousness stated in Bhagavad Gita, could be relieved from the pangs of material existence. Text 62. Simply by receiving the glories of the Lord through purified transcendental ears, the devotees of the Lord are immediately freed from strong material desires and engagement in fruitive activities. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So, yeah, he arranged the battle of Kurukshetra, and so all the kings who were powerful kings, who were allies of Duryodhana and others, like-minded, they were all in one place, and Pandavas and others, and that's why Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, except for you Pandavas, everybody will be slain in the battlefield. Then, he did not act, he did not appear only to benefit those who are present there, but even those who take birth in the future in this age of Kali. How then how can we be connected to him? Like the people, they saw him in person, they could see his beautiful form, they could see his smile, they could interact with him. But how come we can also get the same, uh, what to say, same benefit? Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, by accepting the instructions of Krishna consciousness stated in Bhagavad Gita.
Very good. But I want one specific word from 61. That's correct. That's also mentioned.
Is it remembering him?
Remembering him.
Yeah,
Only by remembering him,
yes.
one will be freed from all the lamentation and unhappiness of material existence. Hardly we remember God, right? We may we remember our past. We would, plan for the future. We have memories of our own childhood, or we have memories of, those beloved, those whom we love, those whom we hate. Okay, because they're all in the heart. So someone who's in the heart, only that person we can remember, right? Of course, Krishna is there in the heart as Paramatma, but we have not recognized him. We have not, connected to him. So it is said that by simply remembering him, one will be freed. So remembering is the third stage. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. So if we do Shravanam and Kirtanam, then Smaranam automatically follows. Even now, if we remember some, famous dialogues of an old movie or a comedy or a tune or a tune of a, very famous song, okay, we resonate with that, isn't it? Because with we have absorbed ourselves in that, we have given our heart to that, so we resonate. And then when we hear that, we get the same memories, that feeling, that which we experienced with that particular, experience of that show or song or comedy, it comes again. So because our heart was there, uh, but the same way, we hadn't done much. Worship of God was always a ritual. I mean, at least according to me, you better give me what I want so that I can continue happily with my material life and be happy. But the Lord has a different plan. The Lord wants to occupy our mind and come in our remembrance so that we can plan to return to Him. And that will happen only when we are absorbed with the heart in Him, and that we are practicing by chanting and hearing the holy names of the Lord. That's why one speaker of Bhagavatam, he was telling that, we get used to the chanting after some time. Okay, anyway, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, oh, my chanting time. I mean, I've done this for years and years and years. So it's a wonder still Krishna is allowing me to chant, taking things very mechanically. And chanting is the time when we sit to chant, mind knows. Oh, it's like a bird flying out, and I can go to everywhere I want, past, present, and future, and all those thoughts and to-do lists. The most important activity where we have to absorb our heart in, even though if we have done mechanically, but if we are dedicated to doing it and trying to improve, then the Lord helps us to improve. So that is the glory of this chanting. Even though done mechanically, it will have an effect. Eventually, we will come to the platform of loving the Lord. Okay. So 63, 64. Yes, Abba Mataji.
Text 63 and 64. Assisted by the descendants of Bhoj, Vrishni, Andhaka, Madhu, Surashena, Darsha, Kuru, Shranjaya, and Pandu, Lord Krishna performed various activities. By his pleasing smiles, his affectionate behavior, his instructions, and his uncommon pastimes like raising Govardhan Hill, the Lord, appearing in his transcendental body, pleased all of the human society. Text 65.
Okay.
Krishna's.
Sorry to interrupt. So I thought we will read, these three Sanskrit also, because they're very nice. So I can say and everyone can repeat, unmute and repeat. Yasyananam makara kundala charu karna Rajat kapola subhagam savilasahasam
Bhrajat
Rajat
Yotsavam na tatripur drishabhi pibantyo
नित्योत्सवं न तत्र पिबन्त्यो
Naryo narascha mudita kupita nimescha
नार्यो नरश्च मुदिता कुपिता निमिश्च.
Yeah, Abba Mataji, you can read this.
Krishna's face is decorated with ornaments such as earrings resembling sharks. His ears are beautiful, his cheeks brilliant, and his smiling attractive to everyone. Whoever sees Lord Krishna sees a festival. His face and body are fully satisfying for everyone to see. But the devotees are angry at the Creator for the disturbance caused by the momentary blinking of their eyes. Wow.
Very nice, isn't it? So where in the translation it says is a festival? Can you find out that word? That seeing him is a festival.
Nitya Utsava Mataji.
Nitya Utsavam. Whenever one sees him, one feels festive. It's a festival. Okay, and Makara Kundala Charu Karna, decorated by earrings resembling sharks, and by beautiful ears. And what are they seeing? By seeing the form of the Lord, Pibantyaha, drinking through the eyes. And all the inhabitants of Vrindavana, Naryaha, Naraha, everyone are fully satisfied and they don't even want a moment that in the blinking of the eyes, hardly we notice the blinking of the eyes. How much absorbed they should be that the blinking of the eyes, they're seeing it as interrupting their vision. That's something like, very fraction of a moment. We don't even notice that. So this shows the absorption of the devotees. It's a very beautiful purport. Yeah, let's do this. These two verses, this 66 and 67, actually is a summary of Lord Krishna's pastimes. And Sukadeva Goswami is finishing that in just these two verses. If anyone is free, want to read this in a meter, there's a meter to this song. Ratiprada Mataji, I don't know if you're free to read. Okay, so let me read. Maybe we will separate one line into two. Jato gata pitrgrihat
Jato gata
तो गतः पितृगृहात्
Gitarho
Vrajam
व्रजमेधिपार्थो
Hatva Ripun Suta Shatani
Shatani
Kritorudaraha
कृतोरुदारः
Adyateshu
Purushah
Pratubhi Samije Atmanam Atmanigamam
Atmanigamam
Pratayanjaneshu. Okay. Do you want to read Mataji translation?
Yes. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, known as Leela Purushottama, appeared as the son of Vasudeva, but immediately left his father's home and went to Vrindavana to expand his loving relationship with his confidential devotees. In Vrindavana, the Lord killed many demons, and afterwards he returned to Dwarika, where, according to Vedic principles, he married many wives who were the best of women, begot through them hundreds of sons, and performed sacrifices for his own worship to establish the principles of householder life.
Yeah. So his name is Leela Purushottama. Purusha means, what does the word Purusha means from the synonyms?
Supreme person.
Yeah. Supreme person who exactly
Resembles
resembles a human being. So he's not a human being, although he resembles a human being, but he is Purusha Uttama, the supreme person. And what that Purushottama is come to do, Leela is pastimes. So in one shloka, he completed Vrindavan and the Dwaraka pastimes. Right? Okay. Anyone?
Should we read this?
Yeah, Ratiprada Mataji, if you're free.
Yes, Mataji. I'll try, Mataji, so I'm not sure. Okay. Just. पृथ्व्याः स वै गुरुपरं शपयन् कुरूणाम्
पृथ्व्या स वै गुरुवरं क्षपयं गुरूणाम्
अन्तः समुत्थकलिना युधि भूपचम्बः
अन्तः
समुत्थकलिना
समुत्थाकलिनायुधिभूपचम्बः
दृष्ट्या विधूय विजये जयम् उद्विघोष्य
दृष्ट्या
विजये
विजये
जयम् उद्विघोषे
प्रोच्योद्धवाय च परं समगात् स्वधाम
प्रचोदयाय च परं समगात् स्वधाम
Okay, so we can read the translation.
Thereafter, Lord Sri Krishna created a misunderstanding between family members just to diminish the burden of the world. Simply by his glance, he annihilated all the demoniac kings on the battlefield of Kurukshetra and declared victory for Arjuna. Finally, he instructed Uddhava about transcendental life and devotion and then returned to his abode in his original form.
Right. So in this, the war of Kurukshetra. So the first shloka, Vrindavan and Dwaraka pastimes were covered. And here, the battle of Kurukshetra. And finally, he told Uddhava Gita. Like Arjuna, he said Bhagavad Gita. And the continuation of Bhagavad Gita is Uddhava Gita. So with that, the 9th canto is over. So this much only 2 verses on Krishna. Thanks to Parikshit. So let's see what Parikshit is asking. So he summarized, and then Parikshit Maharaj. If not for him, we wouldn't have got this 10th canto if he has not asked this question. So let's see what he asked. So can anyone else volunteer to read the first 5 verses? No, 4 verses. Yes, Vidya Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. Text 1. King Parikshit said, My dear Lord, you have elaborately described the dynasties of both the moon god and the sun god with the exalted and wonderful character of their kings. Text 2. O best of Munis, you have also described the descendants of Yadu, who were very pious and strictly adherent to religious principles. Now, if you will kindly describe the wonderful, glorious activities of Lord Vishnu or Krishna, who appeared in the Yadu dynasty with Baladeva, his plenary expansion. Text 3. The Super Soul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, the cause of the cosmic manifestation, appeared in the dynasty of Yadu. Please tell me elaborately about his glorious activities and character from the beginning to the end of his life. Text 4. Glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is performed in the Parampara system. That is, it is the conveyed from the spiritual master to disciple. Such glorification is relished by those no longer interested in the false temporary glorification of this cosmic manifestation. Descriptions of the Lord are the right medicine for the conditioned soul undergoing repeated birth and death. Therefore, who will cease hearing such glorification of the Lord except a butcher or one who is killing his own self?
Thank you, Mataji. So, what is Parikshit thanking Sukadeva Goswami for? The first two shlokas.
For explaining the moon god and sun god dynasties, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. For describing the dynasties of moon god
And sun god.
and Krishna is coming in which dynasty?
Yadu dynasty.
Yadu dynasty, coming in the descendants from
moon
god, yeah, Chandra.
Chandra.
After that, he says that he's a super soul. You know, you've described about so many kings who are exalted and wonderful character. But how can we just hear just very brief about the super soul, who's the cause of everything? So it's very close to my heart. And so I want to know elaborately his glorious activities and character. And what is the result of hearing the glorification from the right parampara system? Why? Because I had asked this question. If Krishna Katha is not told by a person who for some professional purposes or not strictly for the glorification of the Lord, his vibration is also in that. And then that's what we use that for. For example, if we don't know, say there's a golden pen, and we have never seen what's a pen, or we don't know the value of gold. But somebody who is holding a golden pen is using that to scratch his head. So what we will think and we will do, we will also follow the same. Use the golden pen for scratch our heads. So it's very important to hear from the right person because they don't adulterate. The pure message as it is and glorification of the Lord is meant for satisfaction of the Lord, not for any other purpose. So a person performing the glorification of the Lord for the pure purpose of satisfaction of the Lord, then we also get the same vibration and the same goal in life. And such descriptions, they are the right medicine for the conditioned soul undergoing repeated birth and death. So he's asking, how can I cease hearing such glorification? And this is also very nice. You can read the verse. It's a big verse, but it's okay. Pita mahame samare maranjayair
पितामहमे
Hare
देववृताद्याति रतैस्तिमिङ्गिलैः दुरत्ययं कौरवसैन्यसागरम्
दुरत्ययं कौरवसैन्यसागरम्
कृत्वा तरन् वत्सपदं स्म यत्प्लवाः
कृत्वा तरन्वत्सपदं स्म यत्प्लवाः
द्रौण्यस्त्रविप्लुष्टम् इदं मदङ्गम्
द्रौण्यस्त्रविपुष्टमिदं मदङ्गम्
सन्तानबीजं कुरु पाण्डवानाम्
सन्तानबीजं कुरु पाण्डवानाम्
जुगोपकुक्षीं गत आतचक्रो
जुगोपकुक्षिं गत आतचक्रो
मातुश्च मे यः शरणं गतायाः वीर्याणि तस्या किल देहभाजाम्
वीर्याणि किल देहभाजाम्
अन्तर्बहिर्भूषकालरूपैः
अन्तर्बहिर्कालरूपैः
प्रयच्छतो मृत्युमृतं च
प्रयच्छतो मृत्युमृतामृतं च
मायामनुष्य वदस्व विद्वन्
मायामनुष्य वदस्व
विद्वान्.
Okay, so can you read the translation?
Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Taking the boat of the Krishna's lotus feet, my grandfather Arjuna and others crossed the ocean of the battlefield of Kurukshetra, in which such commanders as Bhishma Deva resembled great fish that could very easily have swallowed them. By the mercy of Lord Krishna, my grandfathers crossed this ocean, which was very difficult to cross, as easily as one steps over the hoof print of the calf. Because my mother surrendered unto the Lord Krishna's lotus feet, the Lord, Sudarshana Chakra in hand, entered her womb and saved my body, the body of the last remaining descendant of the Kurus and the Pandavas, which was almost destroyed by the fiery weapon of the Ashwatthama. Lord Sri Krishna, appearing within and outside of all materially embodied living beings by his own potency in the forms of eternal time, that is, as Paramatma and as Virat Rupa, gave liberation to everyone, either as cruel death or as life. Kindly enlighten me by describing his transcendental characteristics. Hare Krishna.
See, wonderfully he's saying, what is the example here?
Like the hoof print of the calf.
Hoof print of a calf, the great ocean. Okay, and who resembled the great fish here? That's why Timingilaihi.
Bhishmadeva.
Bhishmadeva.
Timingila fish, which can easily eat large sharks. Timingila fish can easily eat large sharks. So that is the position of Bhishma Dev. Where is a question of winning over Bhishma Dev, and then Kaurava Sainya Sagaram means the ocean of the assembled soldiers of the Kauravas, which was a ocean. But how it reduced? Exactly Vatsa Padam. Vatsa is calf. calf's hoof print, how small it is. So the ocean has become a calf's hoof print because of why? Of taking yet plavaha, the shelter of the boat of
Lotus feet.
Krishna's feet. Right? Krishna's lotus feet is a boat. As soon as one enters the boat, the ocean itself becomes a size of a calf's hoof print. So, and also, what is his personal mercy? What is he saying about his birth? Santana Bijam, the only seed left, the last descendant of the family, right? He was the last descendant of both the Kurus and Pandavas. And he was about to be killed by Drona's son. That's why Drauni of Ashwatthama's Astra, Brahmastra, which burnt my body, Mad Angam. But he, because of why he gave me protection, my mother, Matuhu, my mother prayed to the Lord and took shelter of him. And so he, taking the chakra in the hand, taking in hand the disc, the Lord gave Parikshit darshan in the womb and protected him. And then he's saying that he, as a Kala Rupa, he awarded death to many people, and also for devotees, he awarded eternal life, no more death. Okay, and he appeared as an ordinary human being. Please describe more about him. So, Parikshit is begging. How important is to know about Lord Krishna to me personally? He is Paramatma, he is a super soul, he is the maintainer of creation, annihilation. But in my own family, because of him, my grandfather survived. And if my grandfathers have dead, I also would have been dead. He not only protected my grandfathers, but he also protected myself when I was in the womb. And also he gave everyone their destination. So I want to know about him more and more. So he's asking, okay, 9:6. So we'll just read just this 4 translations. 8. So he's asking these questions. 8 to 12. Can someone read?
I can read.
Yeah.
Text 8. My dear Shukadev Goswami, you have already explained that Sankarshana, who belongs to the second quadruple, appeared as the son of Rohini named Balaram. If Balram was not transferred from one body to another, how is it possible that he was first in the womb of Devaki and then in the womb of Rohini? Kindly explain this to me. Text 9. Why did Krishna, should I continue?
Yeah.
Why did Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, leave the house of his father Vasudeva and transfer himself to the house of Nanda in Vrindavan? Where did the Lord, the master of the Yadu dynasty, live with his relatives in Vrindavan? Text 10. Lord Krishna lived both in Vrindavan and in Mathura. What did he do there? Why did he kill Kamsa, his mother's brother? Such killing is not at all sanctioned in the Shastras. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, has no material body, yet he appears as a human being. For how many years did he live with the descendants of Vrishni? How many wives did he marry? And for how many years did he live in Dwarka? O great sage, who know everything about Krishna, please describe in detail all the activities of which I have inquired and also those of which I have not, for I have full faith and am very eager to hear of them.
Thank you, Mother.
Thank you.
So he's starting with Balaram. So how was he first in the womb of Devaki and then in the womb of Rohini? Explain this. then why did Krishna have to leave his father immediately? And then how did he live in Vrindavan? How did he live in Mathura? What did he do there? And it is said that one cannot kill his mama, right? We saw that. Prabhupada is saying in the purport, this one's maternal uncle, the brother of one's mother, is on the level of one's father. When a maternal uncle has no son, his nephew legally inherits his property. Therefore, why did Krishna directly kill Kamsa, the brother of his mother? Maharaj Parikshit was very much inquisitive about the facts in this regard. So he's asking all questions in relation to the Lord. It's in every place, so that in detail he want to know and how it's important to him. So, and then he's also asking, these are the few things that I have asked, but many I have not asked. So include everyone, everything. So, Parikshit, he's telling to Sukadeva Goswami, this verse is very nice. Because of my woe on the verge of death, I've given up even drinking water. Yet, because I'm drinking the nectar of topics about Krishna, which is flowing from the lotus mouth of your lordship, my hunger and thirst, which are extremely difficult to bear, cannot hinder me. So he was apparently disturbed by hunger and thirst, and he put a dead snake on the neck of Samikrishi. So he's telling that now I am not disturbed by hunger and thirst, which are very extremely difficult to bear. Okay, that is his definition. It's not one day. Even one day for Janmashtami or Nirjal Ekadasi, we feel, so this thing is almost, he's there for 7 days. Up to the verge of death, he has given up. So, but he's drinking the topics about Krishna, and he is not hindered by hunger and thirst. Rather, he's telling, this is my lifeline, runs on this nectar that's flowing from your mouth. So please tell me more. So Suta Goswami, because the whole conversation between Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj is related by Suta Goswami to the rishis. So he's telling to Suta is telling to Sanaka, I think. Who is that? Oh, son of Brigu. Shaunaka. Yeah.
Shaunaka, that's what I thought, Mataji.
Oh, son of Brigu. After Sukadeva Goswami, the most respectable devotee, the son of Vyasadeva, heard the pious questions of Maharaj Parikshit. He thanked the king with great respect. Then he began to discourse on topics concerning Krishna, which are the remedy for all sufferings in this age of Kali. So again, it is said that Kali Yuga, we have short lives. We don't have anything auspicious, but Krishna Katha is the only auspiciousness, and it can give all the human society relief from the pangs of Kali Yuga, Kali Kalma Shagnam. Okay, this is Bhagavatam. That is the purpose of Bhagavatam, for which Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken. At the same time, I also want to remind the next Purnima is Bhadra Purnima, and we want to distribute as many Srimad Bhagavatams as possible. See, all this is we got. We are able to, click and read freely, because even though whether the book is selling or not, they want this knowledge to go. So that shouldn't hinder. If a person really wants to sell the book, how will they put everything online, right? So it is important that we reading online, we should support this cause. If Srila Prabhupada hadn't taken that time there was no internet and no computer. What to speak of internet? He traveled with manuscripts. He had to, he referred many acharyas' commentary, and then he wrote this purports. He personally dictated. So we are very grateful for that. And Srila Prabhupada wanted his books to be distributed far and wide. If we don't have a set of Srimad Bhagavatam, please let's get one for ourselves. And if we already have a set, please think of one person whom we can gift to, or whom we can inspire to buy, or we can donate something for this cause of distribution of Srimad Bhagavatam. So we just read a few verses, just a cup, maybe 10-15 verses, and so much nectar is there. Then we can imagine how much is there, throughout this 12 cantos and what Srila Prabhupada has given. So we're very grateful to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Sri Krishna Janmashtami ki jai. So we'll continue reading on Thursday. Most probably, I think we can do, if I don't have any service because Janmashtami is on Saturday. But I will try my best to we'll come together to read. If there is any change, I will let the group know, or somebody else can do on my behalf. So we'll pause here. Devotees, if you have any realizations, any questions, we can share now. Okay, if not, we will. Oh, we don't have our usual people to ask question. Chandar Mataji and Srivatsa Prabhu left, I think. Okay, it's so nice to see you all, and again be in touch in discussions about Srimad Bhagavatam. So if any of you need a set of Srimad Bhagavatam, please contact me. We have a goal in Charlotte to distribute, and those who are in Toronto also, I can help you with some one devotee's contact whom you can connect and get the books. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Mataji. Thank you,
Mataji. Thank you,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Krishna Mataji, thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Now the 5